Warning, this subject is pretty dark and far-fetched. Stem cells, cord blood, just blood in general and the attack on it. Nephilim, DNA manipulation all over again. Days of Noah. I'm going to try to put this video together quickly and cover a lot of ground. So first of all, the stem cell issue is so complex that it is difficult for the average person to fully grasp all of these details. This is from Chuck Missler's site, the Katana House. History shows that once a nation has stepped onto a slippery moral slope, it never recovers, and many innocent people are killed even though the initial step had a noble reason. All this stuff is what I'm going to start calling the Big Pharma, Pharmakeia sorcery cabal. Okay, this is Pharmakeia spirit in Revelations 18 is translated to sorcery, and it's going to be detrimental. I'll read it later on in the video, but this is I'm quickly learning one of the biggest things of concern going on. This here says even more disturbing results were reported in the New England Journal of Medicine, a study aimed at treating Parkinson's, and it was putting stem cells in these patients. Not only failed to produce the desired benefits, but also produced disastrous side effects. About 15% of the patients that they put these stem cells in began to grow too rapidly, causing the patients to twist, jerk their heads, fling their arms about uncontrollably. This Paul Green, neurologist, describing the patients as follows: they chew constantly, their fingers go up and down, their wrists flex and distend. One of the test subjects was so badly affected that he had to be fed intravenously. Another suffered intermittent attacks of the condition, making his speech unintelligible. This is tampering with the DNA and stuff. Not good. Not good. But it's way deeper than just these earthly cabal. This is what the fallen angels did in Genesis 6. They messed up with all this stuff, interbreeding and gene splicing and just making monsters, messing with the blood, and it's no different now. Yeah, the marketing works. The private blood banking industry is expanding, although many medical experts criticize the companies for exploiting parents' paranoia. Many doctors advise healthy families not to succumb to promotions because the likelihood, get this, of ever using the blood is rare. Future medical uses for it are uncertain and storage standards can be lacking. So the most potent cloning stem cell DNA in your body, there's a market to take this. They're taking it without permission. And if you want to be a part in it, it's going to cost you a couple grand to store it. But it's all a joke. This is one of the biggest abominations to start tampering with. This is ugly stuff, and we're just scratching the surface. It says here there are about 20 public banks in the country. They can only work with a limited number of hospitals. So there's already 20 of these places. They're freezing it in liquid nitrogen, I read up here. Keep in mind there are 3 different types of cloning. Okay, you got recombinant DNA, reproductive, and therapeutic. I'm not going to go over these right at the moment. You can look it up yourself. Yeah, look, 300,000 clients of umbilical cord blood bank at risk of ID theft. The largest stem cell bank cord blood registry has melded data breach warning letters to some 300,000 people after storage tapes and a laptop were stolen from the employee's car. Like they're stealing your ID. No, it's called cloning. So what they're doing is when you have a baby, they used to let the umbilical cord finish pumping until it quit pulsating, which would take 2 to 20 minutes. And now as soon as it comes out, they clamp it and they cut it off, and there's no known advantages to doing this. So then they cut the umbilical cord. You're supposed to wait till the kid breathes on its own and all that stuff quits pumping out of your, And then they cut it, and then they cut it off and use it for some of the most advanced research. And whether they know about it or not, you could pay $1,500 to have it stored, supposedly, or they could just take it without you even knowing. So get educated on this. Maybe that's why the U.S. is ranked 33rd in infant survival.
Especially people in nursing homes too, and how the doctors and everyone, they literally get paid, at least the ones on the top, they get paid to try to kill you there. And not only that, but our government, the lovely government, the CIA and the FBI and the other alphabet soups, they get paid to do what? Conduct medical experimentations on people and then what? They hide the evidence. This has been going on for a long time to try to make something legal when it's not, for experimentation, courtesy the fallen angels. And they do it through the medical facilities. I know that's hard to believe, but trust me, it goes on. And you can even look at hospitals in the different, not to mention that pharmacies don't make you get better, they only make you worse, because in the Greek that's what pharmacy, sorcery, medicines don't help